What's up? What's good, people? This your boy Scott Lewis, apartment gamer and more. Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. What's good? How's the game? How you enjoying the game so far? The Nets are up. Um, what's the score? 49-43. Start of the third quarter. What's good, everybody? Want to talk a little bit about the draft or what you anticipate our place to be in this year's draft? I have a feeling that we're going to be in a better position than we was last year. That's for sure. Third quarter started. Just want to go over some quick numbers for the Nets. Little is 15 minutes, 17 points. He is shooting. He's been playing well. 6 for 8 from the floor, 2 for 3. Malachi Smith, 18 minutes, 2 points. Trevor Scott, 18 minutes. Javon Scott, 18 minutes, 3 points. 1 for 2. Ben Surratt, 17 minutes, 9 points, 2 for 5. Drake Powell, 19 minutes. Got the most minutes on the team. They are really watching Drake. I have a question, man, because I put a couple of videos out about Drake. And do you think the Nets are going to, think he's going to improve next year? 1 for 8, 1 for 3 from 3-pointer. It got to be difficult being. I mean, I'm not saying that. It must be difficult for him to make this adjustment with all this pressure coming on with 5 rookies. This dysfunctional team right now. Jalen Wilson. It got to be hard for all of them, every single one of them, because it's hard enough for just 1 or 2 rookies on one team. Imagine 5. It's crazy. Jalen Wilson, 8 points, 8 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 0 for 1. Right now we are up 51-47 with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Coming to the end of the season, man. So, I mean, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about this team's projection? Everything is on this draft. I don't think everything is on the draft, but the draft is a key linchpin in everything. That I believe. What happened, John? You ain't got your link? I'm gonna send you the link. Give me 1 second. I'll send it to you, John. Don't worry, I got you. All right, the score is 57-47. That's up. The Nets don't need to be winning this game. I'm getting a little frustrated now. Jordy can't just wait till the end of the season and go on a 5-game winning streak. That don't make no sense. What? That don't make no sense. They don't need to go fourth. The bottom fourth is a little too much. They in that third spot. Let the league get mad all they want. I sent it to you, John. Look on your X, John. Look on your X. What's up, John?
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
All right, we don't need to win this game, man.
Well, we are. Fuck it. I mean, Scott. At this point, I'm just done with it all. It looks like third odds is where, or fourth odds, whatever you want to quote, where it might be finishing. Again, the front office has to be accountable. If we did things right to get third odds, or whatever you want to call it, and we still don't get a top pick, you could say this year it was the odds were against them. Last year, you put the odds against yourself, and you got screwed purposely. So I just think for this Nets front office, one of them has to go, Sean or Joe. And obviously Joe is probably going to stay. So Sean Marks, like, time is up. You saw what they did, Scott. They fired the Bulls front office for one playoff win and a sub-mediocre a record. Like, Sean Marks has an abysmal record. What was it, a 9-21 playoff? A 300 win, 400 loss record. Like, there's no way he should still be the GM of this team. Like, we need a GM with a direction who actually knows where this team's going to be in a few years. Right now, it's just a bunch of young guys trying to fight for their NBA lives, but there's no number one guy because they don't care enough about getting that number one guy.
Yeah, it seemed like it, right? It does.
It feels like it. And Jordy, like the NBA media of the NBA, the Nets fan base is very upset with Jordy because it seems like they see him wanting to be a winner, but there's no intangibles on how we're going to get there with winning the right way. So
my whole thing is like, if you want to be a winning coach, you needed to do that earlier. You didn't need to do that now. At this point, it's futile. You know your record is going to be garbage. So, I mean, you might as well try to get the most out of it.
I genuinely think Jordy doesn't care about Sean or Joe. He just cares about his position as coach, and they could try to put handcuffs around him to handicap him as a coach, and he's still finding ways to win. So at the end of the day, I feel like the front office and the coaching staff are on polar opposite sides of the world. They have been in sync for 2 years, and arguably for me, the Nets are one of the worst teams to ever try tanking because you look at the decision and it's like the Nets could have done bottom out these 2 years, came away with maybe 2 top 5 picks, and one of them could have been Ace Bailey. And it's like we put ourselves out of that because we had to win so badly. And it's just, I wish there was a uniform direction with the front office. I don't know what the vision is. They just said 18-month timeline. So are we going after a star? Are we trying to hit free agency this summer? Like, if their whole summer is we resign some of our bench guys and we don't get a top guy, that's not a direction. That means you're just hoping these young 5 guys you drafted and the one guy this summer can turn into top rotation guys that are just going to run and gun in this East. But this East is not weak anymore. Detroit's locked down. Boston now has Tatum back. The Hornets are on the rise. The Hawks took the Knicks to their limit last night. Like, the East is getting stronger. And look at what we got. We don't have nothing to crack top 10 in the East right now, unless we do something seismic this summer. Now, I said you don't have to make the big star move this summer, but if you want to make a B move, like get a Zion, okay. But you got to do something to show that you can be something close to top 10 next year, which is going to be a lot to ask at this rate.
Yeah, because I honestly believe that we don't believe in these draft picks to be, jumping up and down and saying we got a chance. I don't think we believe in these draft picks.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jordy, he is playing them, okay, but it wasn't the beginning of the whole season. He was benching him for making mistakes, and it's like, why are we the one team that can never let our rookies work through their mistakes? Did you see the G League thing today, the second team? Guys like Kobe Buffkin, Drew Timme made the all G League second team, and it's like we've had players on our team that we haven't fully developed, but they seem to be playing a lot better elsewhere, even in the minor league of sorts. Like, this team just doesn't understand how to keep talent or grow talent, which is astounding.
So it's not the players then.
It's at the end.
You can't say it's the players if a player leaves a team and he plays better somewhere else. That means it's the team.
It's a lot of different. It's a lot of different things. I think the biggest thing is there's no unity on completing a team. Like, a lot of these players, like the Zairs and these other bench guys, they're trying to get salary bumps on their small contracts because they want to get paid. And it's like, do they actually want to be long-term fits, or are they just looking to have a role on this team? If it's a role on this team, okay, but you need a starting core that's going to want to be on this team for the next 5 or 6 years.
So that's
and we really have a lot to work out with that.
So that's on Sean then.
Of course, it's on him. And the crazy thing is he shouldn't be in charge of this. I wish we had new GM last summer. I don't know what Sean Marks the Dirty has on Joe's side, but it's like he has one playoff win in 10 years.
He is
I don't get it.
He is mad comfortable. He is super comfortable.
Whatever hot seat he has, it must be next to a fridge or a freezer, because his job ain't lit up right now, which it should.
Yeah, he's comfortable. Mad comfortable. Too comfortable.
Yeah, but way too comfortable. And it'll be very interesting to see what we do this summer, because, I don't have a set idea what we could do. We could probably re-sign a couple bench guys, maybe go after one a top guy in the market, maybe a center. Like I think we should get a center. I think Claxton, if he's your center next year, it's gonna be bad. He right now is like the 14 or 15 best center in the East right now, which is not good. So
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to be available?
I keep looking at Hartenstein. It could be a via trade, or maybe he hits free agency because it's a team option, I think. So if they turn his option down, he's a free agent. And
so then we're gonna pay Hartenstein mad money.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be.
How are we gonna get a star?
We're gonna have $55 million in cap space, so maybe we can offer Hartenstein something around 24, 25 mil for like 3 years, something like that, with an option. I mean, I think that's what the Nets could try to do with flexibility. Sign guys to 2-year contracts with an option. Getting Hartenstein for 2 years would, I think, help this team because we could see how we progress with him as our starting big. And we need a guy like Hartenstein. Our center position's so bad. We do no pick and lobs. We have no big to set a screen. Like, how are these guards ever going to initiate offense if they can't even get by anybody and their center can't even set a screen for them? So that to me is a huge thing the Nets need to address this summer. And then obviously power forward, Noah Clowney, his contract extension's up this summer. I don't think anybody's fretting about it. He's not getting no big deal. More likely he's a trade tip right now. Like, yeah, I mean, listen, Clowney had this whole year to solidify a role, very up and down. He's a better three-point shooter than he is an interior threat. You think a guy that's 234 pounds would evolve that part of his game, but
I think if he goes right, wherever he go, he gonna play better than he's been playing here.
Maybe, or else he could be a good bench piece. I mean, I look at what Nasri does for Minnesota. If Noah Clowney applied himself as a defensive player, maybe he could be on that type of level. But now, Noah Clowney. But I mean,
but to be fair, Nasri got Ant-Man there, so I mean, it makes a difference when you got,
Yeah, but Nasri was also an elite sixth man as a big, which is rare. You look at a guy with Noah Clowney, you think with the size, with the strength, he could be on a good level. But
not on this team.
He's more reliant to shoot threes,
because he's not a number 1, 2, or 3 option. He really not. So wherever he go, he's not going to be that neither. But what I'm saying is Nasri got Ant-Man. It makes a difference when you got a star on your team.
And that's what we need. And if we don't get it in the draft, I think they're really going to be looking at this summer. And I know we don't want to talk about the Giannis stuff, but I'm getting this sneaky feeling that the price for Giannis, it's going to be big, but it's not going to be crazy big because, one, he's dealing with the calf injuries. Like, that's Achilles related, of course. And that's definitely hurting him. He's also dealing with a lot of baggage with with Milwaukee. It's a very nasty exit, which I think is a little stage if you ask me. But I think, honestly, if a team like the Knicks has a shot to get him with almost no assets, if a team like the Nets offer mostly draft capital and a few players, we could pull something off like that. I don't want to go after Giannis unless we have a top 2 guy in this draft. But at this point, you're in a desperate situation. You have a bunch of young guys. You have an MPJ who's like a third option. You could theoretically get a Giannis here and say, hey, can you lead this young core to be a very competitive team? And in the following year, that's our window to maximize your window as Greek Freak on this team. Like, it would be a tough sell, Giannis, but I just think if the Nets don't get top 4, I feel like this front office is going to do something screwy and get him, but this team is not going to be good enough. So that is the most worrisome concern right now, is if we consider the Giannis stuff, we're going to do it without having a 1A young star on this team, which is very logical if you're trying to get a big star like him to come to the team. So I'd rather get the star in this draft, and then we can worry about that a year or so down the line at this point.
Yeah.
And then Paolo, of course, that's another conversation.
Yeah, we're in a weird position, man. 68-59, we up by 9 points. We
got this guy, Trey Scott, who just came here 2 days ago, now dropping buckets. Like, this is just,
Yeah, Trevon Scott, right?
Like this. Like if you brought fans on this team, they'd probably give the same type of effort to stay on this team. Like, that's not a bad thing, but it's like you're putting yourself in a bad odds position. Like, Scott, we had a legit shot to have first odds, and now we don't. we're not getting that. Wizards are holding that down. So the Wizards now essentially are locked in top 5 at least. So they're one of 5 teams that are going to be in the top 5. So now there's only 4 spots. That's what we've got to realize, Scott. By us winning the game against
I understand what you're saying.
A top 5 spot, which quite frankly, we all agree they don't deserve. But guess what? The rules don't change right now with that. So Washington is one of the only teams that are locked in to a top 5 pick right now. So there's only 4 other spots. And with third odds, I looked this up. The last team with third odds to get a number 1 pick was Minnesota in 2020. So It's been about six years since third odds got the number 1 pick. So you have to hope for a huge fluctuation to get a top 2 pick. At this point, I think getting the 4th pick would be the most decent shot we have at this point with third odds, because it's a screwy pick. It's a teeter-tot. And I just think for the Nets, you got to land in the top 5 somehow. You got to. It's tough because this front office made it tough.
Yeah, well, Washington is terrible, man. They just playing. I know a lot of people think tanking is going to get you a better team, but I don't know, man. Well, I don't know.
If you get the 5th pick, they have shot at Wagler, Acuff. Like, it's another guard. They're probably not going to get Acuff because they already have Trae Young. So
they don't need that. They don't need the 5th pick would be a failure for them.
Yeah, well, you're probably looking at Flemings or Wagner if you're Washington in that scenario. Now, if they're top 3 or 4 somehow, then that's a steal for them. If they get like a Cam Boozer to play with AD and Trae, okay, the Wizards aren't garbage anymore. They'll actually have a shot. But
I ain't worried about the Wizards though. I'm not worried about. I'm saying the second seed, right? The second worst record in the league will be able to get what? The worst case in their top 5, top 6.
Top 6. And we still theoretically have a shot because we face the Pacers on Thursday. If we lose to them, we're tied. And then if we both lose our next 2 games each, it's a tie, I think. I'm not sure who has a tiebreaker between us. I think we beat them. We beat them early this year. We faced them again, right?
Yeah.
Did we beat them the second time, or did they beat us?
Let me take a look at it.
If it's a tie and we have the tie-breaking win, we would get third odds, and they would get second.
You talking about what teams? The Pacers?
Yeah. Did we beat them both times we faced them this year, or was it split?
Let's see the game log. The last 2 games we played them 11 November the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
We won that game.
Right, and the second
we lost the second.
So this would be the tiebreaker. So if we're in a tie with the Pacers by the end of the season, they beat us on Thursday, it would be 2-1. So that means they would get the third odds. We would get the second odds.
We need to lose tonight, though.
That's huge. Oh no, if we win tonight, then that would
third spot.
Yeah, we're locked in third odds. So if this score holds up after the 4th quarter and we win this game, we're locked in third, and potentially we might even fall to 4th because Sacramento and Utah are just going to bottom out the rest of the way. And I think it's said that the Nets can't win more than 1 more game unless they want to fall out of third odds.
Yeah, they're playing with fire. Now they playing with fire.
I said the same thing last year with 6 odds, and people were like, "Oh, but the NBA is going to throw us a bone."
That was worse. Yeah. That was worse. That was worse, though.
It was mega worse. We missed a shot at getting worse, a Dylan Harper or an Edgecombe. Edgecombe or Ace at worst who we missed out on, which sucked. Imagine we had Edgecombe right now, how good that kid would be. He's a freaking athlete. This kid jumps off trampolines. None of our 5 guys can jump like he can jump.
No, our team is dysfunctional, dude. I don't care who you get, not unless it's somebody of LeBron James caliber that came out into the league. If you get anything average, I don't care if they gifted. The team is dysfunctional right now. For real.
It is because there's no certainty of where this team is going. And May 10th, like, it could define the Nets' next 5 years, literally, if you don't get top four. So, like, the best case scenario is you get AJ, Boozer, or Wilson. Like Peterson, there's just so many red flags with that guy. And given Yegor's got his injuries, getting another injury-prone guard, like, it could be a fun backcourt. But again, injuries, availability. Is this guy a star or is he just a great scorer? Like, there's a difference there. And I feel like the other three guys, Wilson, Boozer, and AJ, they know how to win. They have abilities, intangibles, physical strength, agility. They have these qualities you need right now in a 1A guy. And if we don't get that, it's going to be a bad summer. Well, it's going to be a bad month waiting till the draft because it's going to be in Barclays. And obviously the fans want to go there on a night where you could have a potential top 2 pick to select from as your second ever lottery pick of Brooklyn history. But if it's like a top 6 or 7 pick, I think there's going to be a lot of restless Brooklyn Nets fans in that building. And you might, Scott, hear some boos on your TV screen if you pick somebody they don't like. So, yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a bad day for Sean and Joe to show up without that's a security. I'm kidding, of course. But no, it's like I just think for them, like, they got to make better decisions this summer. Like, if you're trying to compose the team in an 18-month timeline, then you got to, one, get yourself a 1A guy in this draft. If not, get the best available, and then with free agency in the trade market, see who's available, see if we can cash in some of these trade chips we got. We got all these picks that we should put together alongside maybe an MPJ to get Apollo, or alongside a Claxton Mann and one of our rookies to get some type of young player with star potential. Like, you got to get somebody that's going to take those reins for this team.
Yeah, I don't even know who's. I don't know, man. I swear I don't know. Yeah, you're right. You're right. At this point, we don't know the direction he's going. So,
it's that's the unfortunate part, because the Brooklyn base thought these 2 years were about solidifying direction. We're gonna do the plan was, if I was in Sean Marks' position, I just traded Bridges for 6 firsts, and I traded back for my 2 firsts. I'm telling my whole staff, listen, our goal this whole next 2 years are to draft at least 1, if not 2, generational star players similar to a Tatum and Brown situation. And guess what? They botched last year. That went out the window. Now this year, they somewhat, listened to the public. Joe, the owner, even said we have 1 lottery pick. So it seemed like there was some clear ears here. But then that month of December, going 7-2, that botched us a little bit. And now towards the end of the season, beating Detroit, beating Washington, doing self-damage with your own odds. These are the types of wacky decisions that usually get an organization fired, like it just did the Bulls, who, by the way, Scott, how many players did they trade away and just get second-round picks back for? Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, they should have been fired years ago. And Sean Marks could follow that boat. He's just a bad GM. He has no backbone. He doesn't know how to get players on the same team, on the same page. And now all these young players are thinking about, getting the most maximum dollars. They all saw Cam Thomas was, how they easily, destroyed his career. None of them want to go through that if they're negotiating with Sean Marks.
So let me ask you: do you think KD was right about Sean Marks?
Most definitely. And Kevin Durant, listen, as much as he's faltered a bit as a leader, when he was on this team, we were a first-place team. And the fact that Joe Tsai has to look in the mirror and say, I really sided with a GM with a 1 playoff win in 10 years over a top 5 superstar. Didn't Kevin Durant just pass Michael Jordan on points? Yeah. Like, this is astounding to me. And then to make that even crazier, to outdo that, Sean Marks traded James Harden. As much as we all could criticize James for his lack of commitment, he traded a future Hall of Famer for a broke-back fisherman. A broke-back fisherman. Like, this is Sean Marks who did that. He shouldn't be by just because of that alone. And we have to act like we have to have faith in this guy? No. The time to pull that plug was years ago with him. We need a new GM with a fresh mind who actually understands the concept of team sustainability. Sean Marks throws that word sustainability out like it's Oprah selling a free car. Sustainability, like it's we've heard it. for 10 years. Enough's enough. Get somebody new that actually will take that motto seriously, because John he's had way too many cat lies at this.
Yeah.
And May 10 could be a really bad day for him if he don't get a top 4 pick. I actually want him to get a top 4 pick because I still want him fired, but at least our team's future would have, somebody to build with.
Yeah, he got something on Joe's side. I don't know what it is, but I swear.
We gotta do an investigation documentary. I'm gonna need you to take some more pictures, Scott.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay, what's the score right now?
74-62 with 10-13. Jalen Wilson's like, I'm finally here.
Shit, them motherfuckers come out the block putting up points.
I genuinely think Jordy doesn't care what Sean and Joe want, and that to me, like, that's what I'm frustrated about Jordy. Like, I get Jordy wants to win, but you're not Greg Popovich, my guy. You can't just automatically take anybody and make them top guys. You can make them feel like they're top guys, but next year, I agree with what Podthorn says. If we botch this draft, we don't do anything special free agency, you're really going to see what type of coach Jordy is. And if we're a sub-bottom team that's out of the play next year and Houston gets a top 3 pick, I think Jordy gets on the hot seat. I mean, how many coaches has Brooklyn fired the last 10 or 12 years? It was like, what, 10 or 12 different coaches we've been through? So there's no difference with Jordy. I mean, I thought Jordy could be a difference, but it seems like Jordy's focused on his own agenda and not the team agenda, which is just disappointing because you think he'd actually care about building a team from the bottom up. But for him, it's like, who's the best available guy in the day I need a W? That's not building a good team.
Yeah, right now they up by 9. So I mean, they can still lose this game, but they keep scoring though.
Milwaukee's pretty much giving up.
They are scoring like crazy. And we could sit there and say the Bucks, but the Nets came out. I mean, in the second half, they came out and they scored a lot of points. They scored 20 points.
This is just landmines stepping in, Scott. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, they've already blown their feet off so many times. I'm surprised they're still walking upright.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it's insane. Like, I keep saying this on Twitter. Our front office lacks strategy and accountability. Like, they'll never say they're the problem. They'll always say, oh, it was circumstantial. It was COVID. It was Kyrie. It was KD. It was James. It was Simmons. It was they were the problem. Oh, it was Cam Thomas. Like, what's the problem this summer if we don't get a top guy? The draft odds were against us. Last year, you could have had the worst odds and got an Ace Bailey if they just would have played things by the book and traded most of their vets, but they didn't want to do that. They thought they could be cutesy about it.
Okay. Oh, they just keep scoring. They go up by 10 again.
Yeah, Ben Seraph just got a steal. Oh, we got a Seraph dunk? Oh, Seraph dunk. Hey.
He's not going to turn into a superstar, man.
Hey, not according to Sean and Joe. They believe Seraph, man. They see this guy as being a superstar Manu Ginobili, which is just crazy.
Do this game mean anything to the Bucks? I don't.
Not really. So. They're just trying to bottom out to get a potential top pick. But the only way they get a top pick is if they get the second worst, I think, between the Pelicans and the Hawks pick or something like that. So, like, they would basically draft behind wherever the Pelicans draft at, I think.
Yeah. What's up, Ribby? What's up?
Oh, another Nets steal.
Yeah, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Wow, this could be a very interesting May 10th on Mother's Day, no less.
Yeah, right?
I'm telling you, they should put Clara Wusai up there at the podium. It's Mother's Day. She's a mother. She's a proven championship winner. Let's put her on the podium. Let's let her get the lottery pick.
So, Jordy must be shooting for the third worst odds. They must be shooting for that because it would have been difficult to catch up to Washington anyway. It wasn't going to be
Well,
a big deal.
they were up by 5 against us in the fourth quarter that last game. All we had to do was miss shots. Even if you want to take the best shot, but make it slightly miss. But they
Well,
just
well,
want to keep
you
winning.
can't. It's hard to tell a player to miss, dude. It really
Yeah,
is.
but if you offer them an extra bump on their extension, hey, that's music. That should be music to their
They're
ears.
not going to do that. They're not. That's against the rules of the game, man. They can't do
It
that.
may be against the rules, but does the NBA follow their own rules, Scott? No.
I don't think players follow what the NBA GMs do. Like the GMs might, okay, I'm gonna sabotage this team. I'm not gonna give them a point guard, like that, But apparently we got a point guard now.
If we win tonight, is this gonna be our 20th win of the season?
No.
Or 19th?
This would be our the 20th win. 20th.
Oh my gosh. Winning 20 games in both tank years, 20 plus games. That's not how you do it. That's just not how you do it.
But I mean, the rest of the league is over 20 anyway. So it doesn't. Only 2 teams is under it. So it's not like, it's just stay in the third spot. That's it. Stay in that top 3. I don't care what you do, what you got to do. If you got to play everybody extra minutes, stop rotating the player, because right now the Nets are playing. Yo, what's up, Jamal? Right now the Nets are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He playing an 11-man rotation, so he keeping them fresh. That's why they can score.
He's trying to see whoever wants to be a third string next year on the team. Like, none of these guys we're essentially building around, minus the guys we drafted in this past draft. But it's like
against now. I'm gonna be honest. If you watch the game against the Pacers, if he plays less than 10 players, he knew what he was doing. That's the key. That's how you bottom out. You just give them more minutes because they'll get tired. If you look at the Bucks right now, they're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They playing 10. The Nets are playing an 11-man rotation. They actually 10, because the last one didn't play. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This whole tank thing has just been a disaster from the get-go. Like, I hope we don't have to be a part of this for a long, long, long time.
I mean, could we easily say that the Nets have a better bench?
We have an interesting bench. I mean, if you want to resign Minot, Zaire, keep Dayron, we have Wolf and Powell as bench guys. I'm totally fine with that. I think you have some athletic guys, some rim runners, stuff like that. But it's the starting unit that needs a real jolt this summer. Like, our power forward center position is so laughable right now. You have 2 undersized guys who can't even guard Karl-Anthony Towns. So it's changes there.
Yeah, for the Nets, got 21 points. Little got 21. EJ Little.
No, EJ pedal to the metal Little. Or Liddell.
He's 7 from 9 from the field, too.
Yeah, he got a standard contract.
Yeah, he's like Malachi Smith got 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field. I mean, being efficient. They being efficient. I mean, when they shoot, they scoring. They could still lose this game. There's 8 minutes left on the clock. Nets are up 83-75. So they could still, the Bucks can catch up if they want to.
That's just it. Like, we fall into our own traps.
Jordy got to do is sit Little and Smith down. Leave Ben Saraff out there. He's tired. Let him keep playing. And Drake Powell, put them in the backcourt.
We got a 5-point game here. Okay, Milwaukee.
Cause Drake ain't gonna shoot. He's 3 for 13. He ain't shooting well. Let him shoot.
He probably
Put him
understands the mission. Next
in.
year is when we're going to see the best version. He gets it.
I hope so, because if you don't see it next year, you know what's going to happen, right?
I know, and I'll have to admit that he was a bust. But still, I think we got to give him the summer to recuperate, come back
Okay,
focused, and
all
I think
right.
we're going to see a much more focused version. With his
I,
skill set, he should be a top 2 draft pick for
but
us.
he wasn't but the problem was he was never that dynamic in North Carolina.
We got 3-point game. Drake Powell lost the ball. He gets, listen, Powell is our new tank commander right now. He gets it. He understands it.
That's what I said. I'll lead them 2 out there. Leave Drake Powell and Ben Saraf out there. That's how you get this done. What's up, Gylo?
The ball to the Bucks. All right. A little team. That 3-point shot fell out of the rim. Right out of the rim.
The Bucks still might get it. It's still over 8 minutes left. Wow.
4 minutes. 4 minutes right now.
4 minutes.
Jerry Wilson has to now do it.
4 minutes.
He still can't dunk the basketball. He does a mini layup. I mean, Doc Rivers taking a timeout, man. Like, can this guy just get fired?
Well, he ain't gonna be there next year. I can tell you that. Word up.
He mentioned the grandkids. He's done. He already won a ring. What was it, like a decade ago?
Yeah, he's out. He's out. Like, they scored a bucket 85-80, right?
Yeah.
The Nets just don't want to fucking lose, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I genuinely think our front office doesn't know how to lead. Like, they do this kumbaya, like, friendly type crap, and it's like, that's not how you run an organization. If you're trying to get the best talent available to the draft, you got to be ruthless with your young guys. You can't just let them control the ship because they don't know where they're going.
I don't know what to tell you. Guys. Gallo said Jordy is sitting or not. The guys are just playing hard. It's hard to be mad at the. Yeah, I agree. I'm not mad at them, Jelio. I'm not mad at them.
Jelio, I'm not mad at them either. I'm infuriated with them because they don't get it. There was supposed to be a plan here to get the best odds possible, and it's just, let's just see what happens, live on the edge type stuff. And that's not how you build a good team, Jelio.
But I think But I get what Jelio is saying. He's saying the players are doing it. I mean, it's not. Once you put them out there, I mean, Jordy can't sit but so many. You got to put a team out there.
We're putting out the G League junior varsity team who act like they're in the big leagues right now. It's insane. It's a little hilarious.
He's got to put a team out there.
It's crazy. Some people think these moral wins are kind of like where we were a few years ago. We had that fun team. It's not. It's way different. Those were guys that actually nobody had high expectations for, but they built themselves into a fun culture team. This team right now doesn't have the culture or the mix of talent to be like that even. Like, you need to have the foundation in place. We don't have that.
I just think the players are playing hard. Some guys know they ain't going to be on the team next year. And they want to be, they're trying to get a job, man.
Jamal, we're not tanking next year. This was a 2-year tank. It was supposed to be a 2-year tank. This is now an 18-month timeline after 3 more games. So we're very interested to see where we are by this year's Christmas. If we actually have a team. Ugh.
Yeah, Jamal, that tanking shit is way too much. Jordy, Sean just gonna have to wheel and deal and make some moves.
He gotta get out of Brooklyn and give the keys to somebody new. The fact that whole Bulls forums got fired with a similar record to Sean Marks, that should tell you all you need to know. If the Bulls can do it, why can't the Brooklyn Nets do it? Like Sean Marks is no Sam Presti. They think he's gonna have a redemption story like Presti did when his big three went to hell. Man, it took him a while to build the second youngest championship team of all time. Sean Marks is not that guy. He's never invested in the young players like that. Like he always goes for established guys to try to win it in 1 or 2 years, and it doesn't work. Need somebody new with a new set of ideas.
Yeah, I don't want them to make moves on desperation either. They're only
Jalen
down
Rose.
by 3. They down by 3 with just like 4 minutes, a little bit over 4 minutes. So I mean, you know.
I cannot wait till Jalen Wilson's on this team. This guy has done nothing in 3 years for Brooklyn. He's using that summer league thing like Ben Simmons.
How
used
long
for
he been
3
on the
years.
team? 3 years?
3 years.
Wow.
He still can't dunk the basketball. Why not in his first game in a Brooklyn jersey, dunk the basketball? Get this kid Wilson out of here. He just shoots the occasional 3. Like, come on. We need athletic wings.
I don't want him to make no moves out of desperation either, but he do need somebody though.
If you want
you gotta put somebody in that locker room that's got some kind of, you know. I mean, MPJ is one, but you know, me and John heard MPJ say I was contemplating. That's telling me off the top. You contemplating what?
I'll be honest. Just based off of that, there should be 0 extension talks. This guy's already considered, setting sail for the Bahamas. Okay, let him do that if he wants. So I'm not giving the guy a $58 million salary for 4 years at $258 million. That's ludicrous for a third option. We saw the MPJ system, Scott. It's boring. It's atrocious. The guy may drop a 30, 10, 5 stat line. Everybody else is playing garbage because of it. You cannot build your team around MPJ next year. It would be atrocious.
They down by 2. Okay, now we talking. 3 minutes left. Yeah. All right. Come on, Milwaukee. I never rooted for another team. That's a damn shame. I'm rooting for another team. I'm rooting for another team on my own show, on my team.
That's nasty, Jamal. That's nasty.
Yo, Jamal, you think so? I would too. I always said it's
daggers. I can't.
What, Tyson did something?
Yeah, 3-point shot. Yeah.
This fucking dude, man. Dude, man.
Season, it's hilarious. I need to see more of this.
Sit his ass down, Jordy. It's a 2-pointer.
Oh, 2-point. Okay. Listen, if they want to make the cheapest big move they can this summer, Duke Claxton, man, straight up for Zion, no picks. Let's see what Zion, if he just has a role of being a lob threat, can do for us. Like, if you got to upgrade that forward position, power forward position, go get Zion. See what happens, because you need somebody to be a bully ball threat on this team. None of our guys have that, so you want to go to cheap route, get Zion. I mean, I'm looking at the Magic a little closely. If they have a quick play-in exit, I don't think firing a coach is going to save that franchise. I believe in a year and a half, if they do fire a coach and hire a new coach, nothing's going to get fixed. And I believe Paolo Banchero will be on the trade block in a year and a half. And if he's available, go get him, Brooklyn. Okay, Lee. What do you disagree with you on with that whole statement?
Well, first and foremost, what's going on with y'all? I'm celebrating 38 years on this earth.
Happy
today.
birthday, man.
Yeah,
Happy birthday. Yay.
So I broke in the new Nets snapback that I got today. My girlfriend, she got it for me. The other one was like too small. It was a youth size, so I got to get a new one. So I got to get me like 2 more, and I'll be set. I got to get me a gold plated one because I got a gold plated a collection of hats too, man. So I got to get that, man. But the reason why I said no to that is because it's for the simple fact that I think the Nets are hell bent on getting more expiring contracts. It's one of the reasons why the Zion thing makes sense, and I'll explain why. I look at the deals that they're signing. I look at Zaire, 2 years, 12 mil. I look at Dayron, 2 years, 12 mil. I look at us picking up MPJ. He got 2 years left on his contract. Next year, he down to 1 year. I look at We just signed 2 years to Malachi Smith.
Right.
Um, all of the rookies outside of our lottery pick have basically a 2+1, and they on team options, so we could get rid of those. So I look at this front office, and you just got to look at the deals that they signed, and there's a pattern going on here, with our front office, in terms of the players that we're getting and we're just letting go, getting and just letting go, getting and just letting go.
They leaving
So
space.
yeah, well, they are, but I don't think they're leaving space. The thing about Paolo's game hasn't really in a lot of people's eyes, Paolo's game hasn't really turned the corner, and I don't
Well, his
think it's.
numbers are good. His numbers are good individually. It's just how does he fit with that team? That's been the biggest
I
problem.
think well, if you look at last 2 years, his numbers have dropped. Like across the board, his numbers have dropped. So like the thing is, Paolo has to play a certain way. Like I think the thing is, Paolo is more set on playing in the half court. I think if we get Zion, we'll be a much more up tempo. We won't have them problems in the half court or in transition, because he likes to get out and run a lot too. Look at a lot of the freebie layups and the freebie breakaway baskets that he gets. So he can get those. Paolo is more half court set. Let me set up. He plays in that Duke. He's hell bent on that Duke system. All right, let me slow the ball down, survey the court, and he does okay with it, but it
Damn.
hasn't turned the corner. It's not to the point where he's like surveying the floor like a Joker or like a pure point guard type of player. Like he's surveying the floor because he's not that great in transition. Like he needs to run. He needs to run more, get more easy baskets, easy layups. I think Zion does a better job at doing that, and we'll be getting Zion for the cheap. Remember, Paolo just signed for a rookie max, which is a 5-year, 200 something plus. So that's basically over $50 million a year. If we get Zion after this summer, he'll have a 1+1. That's like basically the 40 that MPJ is making. So you think about that. You'll be getting $80 million off the books if you don't sign them after next season. That's $80 million off the books.
I agree. You brought up that with the whole cap space flexibility, and there could be some big stars available the following year. We talk about Mitchell, maybe Giannis if he can't reach extension. Like there could be some big fish in that market. You have $8 million in cap space. Like the Nets could go a million different routes. I'm very open to Zion thing because I don't think we have to do like any picks for the guy. Like since he is injury prone, you're banking on him actually being healthy for the Nets for 1 year. Which if it is, maybe we do continue that business relationship. We have to see how that would turn out. But at the same time, if you can still get Apollo that is young and available, I get the money is a little worrisome, but we do need young star potential talent players. And if you don't get one in the draft, that is an option too. But I'm very open to the Zion thing because of the cap space him and MPJ can bring you. It's just not even that. The center position, like we got to get a center that can legit go up against the opposing big every given night and do some post moves, be a lob threat, all those intangibles that our guard players need right now. That is even a bigger issue for the Nets. So I'm fine with getting Zion on the cheap, but we got to get a 7-footer that's ready to ball with all these guards we got. That is a huge issue right now.
John, I'll be honest, bro. Like the way that we're going, it seems like, and I'll explain exactly what I mean to say here. It seems like we could be going in a direction, if this team is smart, if this coaching staff is really, really smart, it seems like we could be going a direction where Danny Wolf is playing a 5, and I'll explain how it's going to work. The way that it's going to work, and you agreed on this last time, anytime Danny Wolf is at the 5, our spacing is phenomenal. Our spacing is off the charts. Now, the way to fill the defensive holes in that, because Danny Wolf isn't the worst on defense, but he ain't nowhere near the greatest. So the way you fill in the holes, this draft is important in the case of us probably getting a Caleb Wilson or Caleb Wilson to fill that defensive hole in terms of just having the quickness and having the weak side help and being able to run more and being able to space more on offense. Now, in terms of the rest of the defense, now what I think we're going in the direction of is getting more players that are not teenagers, because it seems like the players that are like in their 20s already that first come to the team, these guys are ready to play and they respect Jordy's system, and they know how Jordy want to do things early. Now, after this season, we got to be focused on some type of winning, because we don't have no picks. So we can't complain about not winning games and losing, none of that shit. I think this upcoming season, I think this is what I think. I think that Jordy is much more comfortable coaching players that spent 2 years in college, and they in their 20s, just now coming on the team, and they understand more the concepts of space and pace basketball and X's and O's. I don't think the 19-year-olds really understand that yet. Yegor is still learning on the fly, but they only told him to shoot for a whole year, and he's been phenomenal at that. Nolan was more put in the spot, but he's raised, but he can adjust to NBA speed because he has it. We don't know what guy Ben Saraf is going to turn into. The fact that he's 6'6", like, people are still kind of on the fence about that, and on the fence about what his defense can be. All of our rookies just need to focus on what they know how to do. Just make basic plays, basic passes, basic shots. Just focus on shooting. Danny Wolf is the only person that doesn't have anything really to work on. It's just all about putting him in a certain spot on the court to make it work. And me and you agreed that when he plays the 5, our offense is wide open, and that's when he is at his best, because he has the most advantage.
Well, yeah, we saw it like against Milwaukee, the Utah game. Like when he was that leading point center in the second unit, it was like music. He was being aggressive, offensively, finding people for open shots. It's like, that's the point center I keep talking about that people tell me don't exist. But it's like, listen, he's no joker, but he kind of plays that leadership role when he's the starting point center. And it's like, if he's just starting 5 next year, we need a Caleb Wilson, an athletic lob threat that can do all the defensive dirty work Danny Wolf can't do. A Wilson and Wolf starting a combo will be lit for this team. It won't be great, but it will be very exciting and much more balanced than what a Clowney Claxton's given you. And I think a Wilson would be a great partner next to Wolf in that front court. But again, it just really depends on who we draft. And if we can't get him, you got to get some type of forward that has athletic ability that could be a good supporting piece next to Wolf to balance him out.
I think one or two things needs to happen in this next within the next couple of months. One, we somehow, some way land Caleb Wilson. I think he probably go at 3 or 4. If we could land them spots, I think we'll be okay. If we can't land that, we need to go for probably a wing shooter. I'm thinking Mikael Brown. Mikael Brown is a little bit more athletic. He could move, score. If you can't get him, get Wagler. Wagler is more wing oriented, man. I think he could pass a little bit better, but the reality is that in order for Danny Wolf to play the 5 start next season, Clax can't be here. Claxton cannot be here. And
he has to go. I think the Lakers are going to make us an offer. Like, you can kind of just see the whole Lakers playoff season just went up in smoke, literally, with Luka and Reeves. They're going to have all this cap space this summer. They need a starting 5 that's defensive minded next to a Luka. I really think leading up to draft night, they're going to give us a call. They're going to give us maybe an unprotected 2026 first and a future protected first. I'll take it. Give you Claxton. See you. Bye. And we go get an actual big. I'm totally open to something like that. He needs to get moved.
I think you got the right strategy. You just got the wrong team. The Lakers already got DeAndre Ayton, and they already they already got DeAndre Ayton.
I think he has an option though that they might not pick up on. I think he has an option, right?
I think it's a 2. I think it's a 1-and-1. I think it's a 1. He got another aspiring, and that could turn into a 1+1, and they gonna give him an extension or something like that. They're gonna give him like a short-term extension. I think it might be a 2-on-1. That's what I'm hearing, but ain't nothing written in ink. The point is,
Right.
is that I think the point is, I think that the trade to make to me Claxton and Terrence Mann for a Zion straight. If they ask for a pick, hey, F it. I'm sending it. If they
I'll send
ask
him a
for one,
potential pick. That's about it.
listen, I send a 29. I send a 30. I don't care, bro. Listen, if they ask for one pick, cool. Joe Dumars want one pick, cool. I send it. One pick, give me Zion. Let's keep it moving. If they don't ask for a pick, fine. Let's just do the trade how it is. But realistically, in order for Danny Wolf to really be unlocked, Claxton can't be here.
Also, breaking news: Nets just won. They're officially about locked into the third odds or potentially fourth odds if Kings and Utah lose the next two games or we win one more game. So Nets are basically out of first and second odds officially. There we go.
So now what? I mean, I listen. I don't know what to say, bro. Are we really going to, like, bro? EJ Liddell had 21 points. Like, I don't. Who is that?
Exactly. Listen, these guys are fighting for their next meal, and they don't give a crap what this organization's future plans are. And that to me is on the front office. If the players don't care about your vision, you show no leadership. Why are they in the front office? These guys are fighting. I respect them for that, but they're not legit pieces for our future. That's the egg on our face right here with winning these games. It's not that they're going to better our future. They're just, trying to be on this bench somehow as third stringers, some of them.
But John, who can you put in the game that would have lost this game? Like, we had EJ Liddell with 21 points, Saraf with 19, Powell with 11. Nolan basically only played 9 minutes. Like, who could we put in this game to make sure that we lost?
Honestly, Lee, they just don't care about the strategy, and I understand. Listen, these are bad teams purposely losing. I listen. You can't get any worse than the Wizards. Couldn't even get an inbounds pass out against us that last game. If you can't throw an inbounds pass out, okay, you take it. But like, we really didn't try fully like we could have in certain situations. The Detroit one, that one still hurts a bit, but I get it. Like, listen, Jordy is thinking about him and his agenda, okay, but still, this pick is now in full-on limbo mode. We hope it's in top four, but at the same time, the NBA, like you keep saying, could easily tilt our teeter-tot a little bit, and we're 5 or 6, and that's nothing to brag about. So I just feel like the front office put us in more uncertainty than I think we were hoping this time around. Last year was full-on uncertainty. This year it felt like we were finally understanding it, but even then we see areas of why did we do what we did here? We didn't fully go as bad as we could have, and that could have ramifications, just like last year. That's all I'm pointing out, but still, this could still maybe benefit us, but it could hurt us, just like last year.
Look, listen, you pointing at Jordy, you pointing at the organization. I don't know what they could have did to lose this game. This particular game, like that just happened. I don't know. Like, everybody been like, all of these players are losing players throughout the season.
Not now. They're winning. They're on a 2-game winning streak. That's the irony. That's the irony of it, Leaf. It doesn't make sense. Like me and Scott were saying before you came on, none of this makes sense. We literally have no plan. They said 8 months time. That can mean anything. It could mean Zion, Paulo, Giannis, a guy from Utah. It could be anybody at this point. And that's the problem. There is no set plan. This is literally taking another dart in this historic draft and hoping that dart somehow lands right in the middle come May 10th. And if it doesn't, it lands on the floor again. Somebody's got to go from the front office. It can't just be, okay, we tried for 2 years, but we're going to roll with this because it's going to get the base excited again. Is it really going to get the base excited again? I'm not feeling it right now.
Hey, listen, I always told you, if you're not getting 1, 2, or 3, it doesn't matter to me. It really don't. It really, really don't. At that point, then you shitting on me if I'm the worst team in the league. That's how I see it.
Well, it could happen.
Yeah, well, it does happen. Because like people said last time, we was talking that Utah was the worst team in the league. Where did they pick at?
Why we never got that man. By the time
they picked 5th. They were lucky to get what you call. They were lucky to get him.
What he's done has been.
But he ain't exactly, Everybody that's picked before him are legitimately picked before him.
How you doing?
So it ain't like, you know,
I can hear it. What's your name?
I don't know.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. Like now that we officially in third, it's easy for me to say even if we was at the bottom of the league, we wasn't getting shit anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lottery, and you can be the what. Utah was the worst team last year. Where did they pick? Fifth.
Exactly.
So if
They
I was
did.
a Utah fan, I'd be pissed.
I mean, they did end up with a with Ace Bailey, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's only because okay, you lucked up. That's where luck come in.
that is where luck come in.
That's where you're lucky.
That is
Everybody that was picked before
like,
him,
no,
everybody that was picked before him,
where
though.
luck come in, but like what people got to understand is that as good as this draft seems to be, there's still athletic players in the league, and there's still good enough players in the league that still hasn't taken off yet, and they are already in the league. So what people got to understand is that nothing is guaranteed and set in claw for AJ DeBonsa to be the head honcho right out of the gate. Nothing is said and clawed for Boozer to be the head honcho right out of the gate. For all we know, they're gonna be sent to teams where they're gonna become like pieces to the puzzle. The thing about drafts like this are protected, and let me explain the word what I mean by how drafts are like this are protected. You don't let top commodities like these four players go to broken organizations. You don't. You let them go to organizations that's okay, they trying to do something. The Nets are not trying to do anything. We're not trying to do nothing, Scott. We're not.
Yeah. Well.
Like at least the Wizards went after AD and Trey Young. Utah went after Triple J, and they still got Larry Marketing. Like the Kings ain't doing the Kings. They ain't trying to do nothing. They went after old vets. They went after DeRozan and Zach LaVine and Russ.
Yeah.
They went after washed up niggas, and they at the bottom. Indiana, they got hurt. Halliburton coming back next year. Like what are the Nets doing? What are we doing?
I don't think Indiana going to be the same team.
No. I don't think Indiana going to be the same team either. But Halliburton at least makes them like competitive.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
yeah.
come on, like.
Yeah, I mean,
he at least makes them competitive. Who we got on our team that's making us competitive? Nobody.
We got to get somebody.
We got to get somebody that's in the league right now. This draft pick ain't going to help us. This draft pick is a piece to the puzzle. That's what it is.
I honestly believe that it's going to take some.
This draft pick for us is a piece to the puzzle, not the answer to the whole puzzle.
It's not the answer to the whole puzzle.
No,
all right, what's up? We got Jamal on the stoop. What's up, Jamal?
Yo, what's up? Long time no see.
Long time. Yeah, right. Yeah. You saw the game? Of course you did.
Nah, I'm out the crib right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You surprised we won?
Looking at the scores. Nah, Jody, you know he's the coach. He's gonna win by any means.
I'm starting to believe what Leaf said about Jordy. That he's just a stepping coach.
Somebody got to be the fall guy.
We don't hear you, Leaf.
My bad, bro. I think he is, bro. Like, listen, the one thing I can respect about Jordy is the fact that if we're in compete mode, Jordy's going to compete. I just don't think Jordy is the answer to the puzzle. I think he's a piece. Yeah. I don't think that this draft pick coming up or Jaeger or the five, or Jaeger is the answers to the puzzle. I think they're pieces.
Yeah.
They're pieces. We don't have the answer to the puzzle.
Yeah, we still got work to do. There's
Can
still
we
work to
develop?
do.
Can we develop the answer to the
the whole
puzzle? We
thing is
can. I don't think we will.
we gotta take this in consideration though. Jody didn't sign up for this. He did not sign up for this. He didn't sign up to develop players. He did not sign up to not do what he was paid to do.
Yeah, Sean stiffed him. Sean stiffed him.
Yeah.
Sean Marks
When
said,
he
yo,
came-
listen, I'm blaming everything on him. Go ahead.
Like I said,
When
Shaw.
he came, it was supposed to be like a win now type of, not win now, but a compete type of thing. We were supposed to be at least in the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
had, remember when we signed Jody, Mikel was still here. They was talking about putting pieces around him.
Yeah. They were supposed to still be somewhat competitive.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
sign up to be a developmental coach.
Nah, he didn't sign up for that. But
Nah, I don't think he did neither. And I think the first season, where kind of proves it. When we had Struder and we had Cam Thomas, I think the first season kind of proves it. The thing is, Mikel got dealt for 5 firsts by a team that got desperate.
Yeah.
And that was the Knickerbummers, bro. Like the Knickerbummers got desperate, and that trade landed on Sean Marks' lap, and then everybody was like, "Yo, you got a gold mine. Look what OKC did. Look at what San Antonio don't know. OKC and San Antonio, they already had a formula in place. The formulas that they had in place was they go-to players, who just so happen to be top 3 players in the league right now. Both of them.
Yeah.
Wemby and Shea are top 3, top 5 players in the league right now. That's what they had in place. So the Nets did not have that. What the Nets had is a regroup out of the KD era. And they were trying to bring along a coach that was at least gonna that was at least gonna get that to, okay, yo, we still got this team. Okay, let's go for, let's make it better. Let's go for 40. Let's try to go for north of 35 wins, because the season that we got rid of KD, the season after that, we won 32 games, and a lot of games that we lost, we were in. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the reality is this. I think that Jordy is going to be here for some time, because I think Jordy has great rapport. I just I like what Jordy is doing when we're in compete mode. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. But every season since KD left, we've gotten worse in terms of the win and loss column. We've gotten worse. So,
but you know what it is too, Leaf? Like, when I think about it, like, you see how you said the Knicks was in desperation mode when they traded for Mikel?
Yeah.
I feel like if we don't get a top 3 pick, Sean Marks gonna be in that same boat. And he's gonna get desperate, and he gonna start trading away picks.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
So he can get a star player because he want to keep his job.
I mean, well,
because if he don't get in the top 3 this year in this draft,
right,
everything failed. It's a failed project.
Of course it is.
Gotta get at least in the top 3.
Well, of course. Well,
and if he don't, everything getting traded. All the pieces that we got, all these number ones and stuff, he gonna move to try to get a Giannis, the Zion, somebody. He gonna try to get a big name here.
Well, I think all of them picks is going for Zion, for Giannis before they go for Zion. Zion, you could get on the cheap. You could get Ja Morant on the cheap. You could get a level of other players on the cheap. I think they're trying to get somebody to sell tickets. That's what they're trying to do.
That's the whole thing. You just said it. Desperation. Everybody gonna know Sean Marks is desperate because he don't want to lose his job.
Right.
So of course nobody gonna want to help him, We seen that with the KD shit.
Yeah.
We did see that with the KD shit, but KD and Kyrie should have got traded for some type of young up and coming player.
Exactly. We had the chance, but we didn't take it. We didn't pull the trigger on certain things.
Hey.
Because we could have even got Donovan Mitchell for the Ben Simmons trade.
Look,
it was so many trades out there we could have got.
Listen, man. Look, all I'm gonna say is this, man. Like, I think this whole draft thing is it to me. It go like this. I could easily sit here and say now that the Nets won tonight, if we would have had the bottom record in the league, if we would have finished with the bottom record of the league, the NBA would have found a way to screw us anyway. I could easily say that now, because now it's just gonna be a whole bunch of back and forth about no, that's not why we don't got that, man. Like, yo, the joint is that we didn't tank the way we supposed to. I'm like, yo, bro, let's stop this. Jordy was coming in here to coach, and I think for a large portion of the way that the rosters that he had and that the rosters that what it looked like from last year to this year, he at least coached. So we at least know that Jordy could win if he got something. We at least know that. Give him something. Give him something and watch him win. That's all I'm saying.
I think if you give Jordy a point guard and a scoring forward or some kind of athletic three spot, I think it'd be a whole different ball game with this team, man.
Me too.
At least winning and being respectable.
Me too.
But that's the problem. We got a person that thinks he's a visionary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sean Maltz has a certain type of vision for this team.
Well, you went for 3 international players, and if neither one of them become that one of them pieces for that team, then you done. You done. This draft had nothing to do with it. You done anyway.
Basically.
You wasted 5 picks. I mean, if I was the owner, that's the message. This is the message for Joe Sa. Joe, don't look at your pocketbook, please.
You say your pocketbook. Yeah, you foul for that. You out of pocket for that. Nah, but what I will say is this. I'll say this. He out of pocket for this. He out of pocket. Nah, what I will say is this, bro. Like, listen, in terms of the 5 picks is still gonna have a chance in this league. They just not gonna have it on the Nets. Like, if they smart and they take their contracts and this, that, and the third, Danny Wolf, bro, I strongly agree that Danny Wolf.
I hope so.
Danny Wolf is on. Like, I don't care if he's in a Nets jersey or not. I know for a fact Danny Wolf is going to dog in this league.
I hope so.
I know it. Now, in terms of Drake Powell and in terms of the rest of them, Yegor, they probably want to turn Yegor into a shooter. But Danny Wolf has the most all-around offensive talent out of all of the 5 picks that we picked, bro. I'm sorry. He has the most, and he has the highest of floor out of all of them too, bro. I don't know where Yegor is gonna go. I don't know where Nolan Traore is gonna go. I don't know where Drake Powell is gonna go, and I damn sure don't know where Ben Saraf is gonna go. I know what Danny Wolf can be in this league. I know it.
I hope so, man. I really do.
Here's the thing: if you can shoot and you can pass, you could play in this league.
Wolf a little bit ahead of the game just because he's older. Also, his body is a little bit more mature than him.
You right. They niggas should have went to school.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all of the rookies that we got right now, like, other than Wolf, is 19 and like 21.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
We would have to be patient with them, but the whole thing is how long. You know what I'm saying? Because after this year, I hear half the fan base talking about we still got a tank. Then I hear some of them talk about competing. So we still on the fence.
So
I just think me honest, I don't think we need to tank next year. I don't think you look at it as tanking.
no. We ain't got
You
no
got-
damn picks. What we tanking
Right.
for?
Yeah. You gotta
for?
you gotta play now.
Now
Now
you
is
Now you gotta hoop.
You gotta hoop. It ain't gonna be no. And if you don't hoop and you can't get it done, you go into the bench. Then you go to the G League or you go into another team. You expendable chip. That's how that's going next year. That's how it should. That's just the way it's going.
Listen, all I could tell you, bro, coming into next season, no matter what we do or no matter what the roster look like, bro, we might go winless for the whole season. I could tell you that bro, we might win every game for the whole season. I could tell you, bro, that we might not go on a winning streak more than 3 the entire year. No matter, it doesn't really matter, bro. What matters is that there has to be some competing next year.
Yeah,
That's what needs to go down. Like
Yeah,
this season is basically over, bro. I don't care what else happens.
Yeah.
I don't care about the rest of these games. I don't care about the rest of the season. I don't care about the draft lottery. All I care is what the roster looks like
next
All
year.
I care about is what the roster looks like coming into next season. If the roster don't look like nothing, that's that.
Yeah.
That is that. Somebody got to go, but I know ain't nobody going. It's job security that's in place. We are locked in third. I don't see Indiana winning no more games. I don't see Wizards winning no more games. It is what it is, bro. I mean, what can you do?
And everybody says
guess what? We got Indiana next.
Everybody's calling for Sean Mark's job on Twitter. I'm getting the temperature, man. It is en fuego right now. Like, people are fed up, man. They're posting to Joe Simon too, like Sean Mark's whole resume. And it's like we've seen this already, man. Like, enough's enough. Like, the time for this BS is over. He's got to go. He's got to go.
I don't know, man. This thing is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, it's just people are confused. Like, what are we doing? Are we trying to be mediocre? Are we actually trying to make this team like exciting to the point where they actually have a shot of actually winning again? Like, I just don't get it.
Oh well, you know what? It is what it is at this point. So the team is, but like Lee said, and I totally agree with it. Next year we gotta play, we gotta compete. Simple as that.
How?
I don't care how it is. I don't care.
10 teams, Scott. What
care.
10 teams can we be better than in the East right now?
I don't care who they gotta get. They gotta compete next year.
Even the Wizards, as garbage as Wizards is going to be, I could see them as the 10th playing team because of Trey and AD. Do we have anybody that could play like those two guys right now? No.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is compete. I ain't say win a title. I said compete.
You can't be out of a playing seed. That's nothing. That's essentially wasting a year of progression.
I don't know what teams are gonna unload people. We don't know if Sean Marks is able to pick up somebody to go with MPJ to play next year. You don't know, like you said, Hartenstein might be able to pull him. You don't know that. But what I'm saying is the team got to play to be 500 and better. They need to play ball next year. There's no excuse. There's if Sean Marks don't make that happen, he should be fired.
He should be fired already. And if we give MPJ that big extension he wants, we're screwed. Paying that guy all that money.
No, we're not.
John. The thing about it is, John. The thing about it is that you going off of that based on the way the roster looks now. If we take a look at this roster of the Nets roster a month before next season starts, and we don't see nothing that says, we could battle teams and we can compete with teams, then we'll jump to that conclusion. Right now, we still got the rest of the season. We still got the draft lottery. We still got the draft itself and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. Like, I mean, realistically, I don't know, man. That's what it is. Realistically, I don't know.
I get it, Lee. Listen, we still have some cards to play, but the ultimate card was setting yourself up for a decent slot right now in the slot. And that third odds can go anywhere. I said this to Scott. The last time third odds got the number one pick was Minnesota 6 years ago. Like, to ask to get the number one pick with the third odds 6 years later is a stretch. To even get top four would be our best bet at this point, getting Caleb Wilson, which I agree. But this front office, they are just putting us on with a blindfold right now. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what island, what country we're in right now. But they say we're going the right direction. We'll see on May 10th, like you just said. But if May 10th comes and there's no top four pick, it gets even murkier leading up to June, the draft night. And then free agency is 5 days right after that. And if we don't have a number one guy on this team, I don't know what move they can make to make a competitive roster by October. It would be a stretch to make a good roster by then without a number one guy.
I think I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, listen, with everything that I know about this draft lottery, I don't think it's important for us to hold on to any more picks, man, from here on out. Because what's gonna happen is desperation. Those picks are one way or the other, John. Them picks are gonna get traded.
Yeah,
they have to. We don't need them. We don't need it. We had 6 guys we drafted in the last 2 years. We don't need all these picks. They're trade chips to get you upgrades.
I'm talking about the future picks. I'm not talking about the picks we already got. I think we're gonna draft whoever we're gonna draft wherever we land this year. And last year, the 5 picks is however they go. But realistically, in reality, bro, I think all of them future picks, they're gonna get traded. All of them future picks are gonna get traded.
They have to, especially if we want to win. And I don't want to put every chip on the table for one guy. But again, if there's a guy out there that fits this Nets window that can make this team on a championship caliber level, you got to take that shot and not miss. Now, it shouldn't be an aging star that's going to set you back again. It should be a star that fits the timeline, and there will be a star available. It's just this front office mindset has always been the experienced star. It's never been a young star that fits the timeline exactly, and that's the scary situation because we see how this front office operates, Leaf. They don't change their stripes whatsoever. They make it seem like they do with their words, but their actions, they tell a different story every year, and it's the same story. We don't know what we're doing, but once the following year comes, we're going to tell you what we're doing, and they never get to the answer. So I'm more apprehensive now than I should be at this point. I thought we were in a comfortable position a few weeks ago. We're not right now, unfortunately.
Hey, can I ask y'all something, bro?
Sure, go ahead.
Is this past year, this draft that with Cooper Flag in it, is this gonna be known as the white boy draft?
Which one?
What, last year? This year?
Yeah, this draft. Bruh, so think about who you got balling. You got Coop, you got Con Kneppel, you got Maxim Reynaud, obviously Danny Wolf. You got Nolan. You got who else? Who else we got? We got Yegor. This might be the white boy draft.
Hugo Gonzalez.
Hugo Gonzalez. This might be the white boy draft.
Reynard. I can't go there. Okay. Here's the sequel. White man can't jump. There you go.
Might be the white boy draft, bro. We got Coop went number 1 in this draft, bro. Like unanimously. This might be the white boy draft, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, Coop can play though. He's decent.
This was a deep draft. It was. This upcoming draft, though, the top is deep. I don't know how deep the end of it is, but the top really is.
Deep, but listen, I think, and I might be out of line by saying this, but I think in a few years, a lot of NBA teams, bro, they're gonna be looking like a lot of NCAA Elite 8 teams, man, with a lot of white boys, man, that go hoop.
Maybe.
I think so, because I don't think this generation of athletic black players are taking it seriously. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
AJ's taking it seriously right now. He's going to be a top guy for anybody.
I think AJ is taking it seriously, but I think AJ is basically the lone wolf out here. I think AJ is unless AJ goes to a team that he could put on his back. I see AJ going to Dallas. Me personally,
That can't happen. That can't happen.
I think that's going to happen. I see AJ going to Dallas.
If Dallas finds a way to get 2 back-to-back top picks, the NBA should be boycotted. Like personally, it should be. It really should be at that point because that's screwy.
I mean,
you're screwing.
Well, you got to look at it this way because it happened before. The year that Orlando got Shaquille O'Neal, the next year they got the number 1 pick in Chris Webber. They just traded him for Penny Hardaway.
Wow. I mean,
again, that's right.
There's patterns to it, like you say, Leaf. It's just for the Nets. I think we talk about 2 guys that do have the motor engine we're looking for. Wilson and AJ fit this team to a T, and they're a counterbalance that guys like Danny, Nolan, Powell, they need that big that can give them the support on defense and offensively. Joe right with them. We need that guy in this draft, or else our roster is gonna be dull, boring, monotone. I mean, we need somebody that's gonna give it a jolt right now. That's gonna take it to a different stratosphere, and we need that badly because, like you said, this NBA is evolving quick right now. The centers are bigger, the wings are more variety, and the guards are positionless and scoring-wise a lot taller. For us, we have some guys that are slightly tall, but we don't have guys that are alpha ballers. And that's got to change. And we need more athletic wings, too.
I agree with you with that, but I think the athletic wings, I think they're going to help the skill players. And the skill players I think we already got in this past draft, their skills is only going to go as far as who's around them. You know what I'm saying? Like think of it like Nikola Jokic, bro. Like when the years that Jamal Murray was hurt, like Nikola Jokic, you didn't see what you saw until 2023 when they won a championship, and Nikola Jokic was just going on this all-time offensive spree. You know what I'm saying? But like before that, he was basically getting bounced out the second round, and he was basically barely holding the float in the West. Since Jamal Murray has been back, man, like they kind of been like somewhat a juggernaut, somewhat like the scarecrows of the West, you know, like they could jump and scare you at any given time. But I only said that to say is that the only reason why I said that is because Joker himself, as good as he is, he still need those athletic pieces and those athletic guys around him.
He need that point guard. He need that. He need Jamal.
I think Jamal basically completed everything that Joker eventually what made Joker all-time offensive great.
See, you know what it is about him? He can get his.
Yeah.
Jamal can get his. He gonna get in the paint. He's not a little guard. He's not a great athletic guard, but he's clever. He's smart. He can shoot.
I think he athletic enough. He athletic
enough, right? And he knows when to score. Okay, I need to score right now.
I think he athletic enough. I think Watson is athletic enough. I think Braun and Gordon is athletic enough.
They got a great team, man. They got a good team.
They complete everything like Joker's game, and what Joker's game is tailored around.
Right.
They complete it. Yeah. I think that with the skill players that we said that we drafted in this past draft, now it's time to go for pure athleticism, pure runners, pure guys that's going to get up and down the court, finish at the basket, right at the basket. I'm not talking about around the basket, at the basket. Listen, over the top players, bro. Like,
and you don't need 3 and 4 of them to do that. You just need 2, maybe 2 players or 1 player.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2. If you get a third, listen, you bring them off the bench. Okay, then didn't get that. But I think we need to get high level athleticism now. I think it starts like with Caleb Wilson. If we can't get him, then we got to find somebody else to fill that void, bro. That's going to be that other athlete.
Right, and that might have to be on the trade market. And I just think, like Lee's saying, we got to be a little aggressive this summer with some type of trade move that is going to put this team on a competitive level, whether that's addressing center or power forward. I think the big trade we make this summer has to be on one of those two areas. And with Connor
Yes.
Thompson, it don't matter. Bench one guy, trade the other. Your starting line is going to be a lot better. If you want to keep MPJ on a small 2-year extension, I can't do nothing about that. But the 1 and 2, we got to figure out with Yegor. Is he an actual 2? Is he going to be moved to the 3, or is he going to be getting opportunities at the 1? He needs a set role too. And then with Nolan and the shooting guard position, that has to be figured out. And Payne Watson too is going to be a free agent. The Nets might want to try to go after him, but it depends on if the Nuggets salary dump Cam Johnson to re-sign Payton. So there's moves the Nets can make this summer, but it has to be logical and has to make the team better than what it is right now. Not making the automatic championship team, which is impossible at this point with the roster.
Yeah, no, you're not looking at it.
Enough to strike the fear in some teams that, hey, the Nets are back. They got something they're working with. It just, is this the front office, the team to do it after 10 years? I have a lot of disbelief that that's possible at this point.
Well, you're going to find out, because it mean a lot for Sean, because he, like he said this past draft, that he has to hit. And the way we talking is like it's not hitting. But you got to remember, a lot of people are not playing. The team is in this mode right now, so we understand that. But next year they don't need. It's not benefiting them to have a losing season next year. So
it has to be at least on the path towards winning. And the exit interviews next week ought to be very interesting. I hope some of these NBA media guys actually ask tough questions to him, like, hey, what did you see from this season that you liked? What did you not see from the rookies that they got to work on? And what are your goals this summer? We heard rumors of an 18-month timeline. What does that involve with this summer specifically? I want the media to actually ask the front office those questions, not that, oh, you have a lottery pick, good luck. No, ask some questions. Like, we want some understanding of what we're going to do. Are we going to take a jump this summer? Are we going to be aggressive? And what's Sean going to say? We have flexibility. We have good character. I don't want that. I want to know what the plan is a little bit. Like, I know they weren't quick off what they're going to do, but
they're not. Yeah, he ain't going to say too much. He ain't going to say too much, because it ain't going to benefit him to say that. If he say what he want to do, other teams are not going to help them do it. I'm telling you, or they will help you and they're going to rake you in the cold because they know that's what you want to do. So he's not going to tell you, but I think Leaf was right also about expiring contracts. And so they making room. They are making room. I don't know who they think they making room for. If it could be an opportunity where it pops up and nobody's seen it. We've seen trades that didn't have that, that we couldn't. We seen Luka get traded, and nobody saw that coming. Nobody could tell me they saw that coming.
Well, nobody did. We all thought it was spam mail. But I will say this: the two teams I'm keeping the most eye on this playoffs and this summer for us, one is the Orlando Magic with Paolo. Maybe Franz's move. Maybe they do keep Paolo. Like, that could be an interesting situation for the Nets. And the others with Zion and the Pelicans. Like, they don't have a team that can really compete for anything. If you get Zion on the literal discount without giving up a pick, that's a great way of operating, because you could see how he does this year with this young team. If they overexceed expectations, get us to a 7-8 play-in, or somehow top 6, which is a stretch, but 7-8 play-in.
What about John Morant? What about John Morant?
I think that ship and sail. His value is even worse, but his attitude issues are really deafening. Like, we
don't let that scare you. Don't let that scare you.
No, but we dealt with that already, and how quickly we saw that get destroyed. And I was open to it too, but with the Zion thing, at least Zion's numbers are better than what Ja's given. Ja's numbers have dropped a lot, and his injury.
What is his contract? What is his contract? What is his contract right now?
I think he has 2 more years. I think he has 2 more years left.
I think the last year is a player option, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Let me look it up.
It's just for him. He shoots no threes, which honestly will happen.
I'm not worried about that.
Well, his interior offense is not what it was. That's the scary thing, because he has no understanding of protecting his own body. Like, he takes dives and crap, but you can kind of see it slowed his game down a bit. For the Nets, we're not looking for a retool rehab project. We're looking for a guy that's actually going to amount to the numbers they say they can do. At least with Zion, he did have some stretches this year. It was like, okay, maybe this guy has something left in him. I don't know what it is. Something with Ja, there's way too many unknowns, and Ja already has fought with his own coaching staff, and we don't need that with Jordy. I can already tell if Ja and Jordy are in the same room, something's going off. I don't know what, but I don't think it'll be good for trying to build a team up. That's just something I don't know we should explore. But at least with the Zion thing, I think you get him on the straight up cheap, and you give up 2 guys you don't need, and you kind of see how Zion does with Danny, with Powell, with Diego, Nolan, and who we draft this year, and see what that can give you. That gets you a 7-8 seed. That's something to work with. But obviously, we have bigger goals than that. But we need to start from somewhere with this team. And our options are there. It's just you got to make the right one. Do you want to go Zion with the cheap? Do you want to get Apollo or Fraud to make a big young move?
Nah, he's not going nowhere.
Or do you want to go after somebody that's superstar ready but might not fit your timeline right now? That there's decisions they got to make. It's just I feel like this front office wants to make the wrong decision as opposed to the right decision. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere. He's getting $42 million next year. He ain't going nowhere.
We'll see.
Zion. Let's take a look at Zion's contract. Zion's contract next year. Let's take a look. Gotta make this larger because they put so much damn numbers and so they are getting paid.
Yeah.
They got bad numbers on their contract. He got 40 million this year. He getting got 2 more years. Yeah, 20, 25, 26, 27, and then he's unrestricted free agent 28. 42 next year. No, I don't know. Maybe Pelicans will let up off of Zion.
I think for them, they have a young core right now. They got to lean into that. I think for the Zion, like their relationship is so fragile and so like fractured. I just feel like they're ready for a new opportunity. I just think we could offer the Pelicans veteran players that can help their young guys grow in their games. And for us, we're looking for some type of talent to fix his value and see what he could have as some type of option for the team. At least with that, he can be a lob threat for us and do that interior offense we desperately need somebody to do for this team. It's again, the gamble is, can Zion be healthy for, 60, 70 games? It's
always, you're always rolling the dice when it comes to health.
I mean, even 50 to 60 would be a bar, I guess, for Zion at this point. But for the Nets, if they're trying to get somewhere, you got to play at least 50 games next year for us. Anything else would be just a waste of assets, but we didn't give up a lot of assets. So it would just be a flush deal at the end of the day if it doesn't work out like that.
Health is always a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem with every player, though. Every player, and not some players. Every player, and some players need to sit down, like Mikal Bridges. Sometimes you need to sit. I understand that you want to play, but when you're playing like garbage, maybe you need to sit.
The Knicks are in trouble right now. You saw the Hawks last night. If CJ was just a second quicker, that would have been a tie game going to overtime. The Hawks will be a scary first-round opponent for the Knicks. They have a lot of athletic wings, solid scorers. The Knicks have been winning games here or there, but they haven't been dominating nobody. Even the tanking teams was a stretch. I truly think if they have to face the Hawks, Detroit, Celtics, and that type of combination, they're in trouble. And that for us is going to be an advantage to the Celtics. They have to break that roster up. And I keep hearing they might go after the Greek Freak with what? You have Midkel, you have Towns, you have maybe Tyler Kolek, and you have meaningless picks. If Milwaukee actually takes that garbage offer for Giannis, and we actually got more for Bridges with 6 firsts, Scott, I won't believe it. I won't believe it. Like, we actually got more for both Giannis and Luka got in a trade. Imagine that. Imagine thinking those guys are worth the equivalent of what, 10, 12, 13 picks, and they would get essentially traded for 3 firsts? Like, that would be insane, considering we got 6 firsts for a role player. Like, I genuinely think the Nets are looking at how the Knicks are playing. If the Knicks try to break things up this summer a bit, I think that might make the Nets try to hedge their bets on, is this certain pick maybe a tradable asset to get me a starting big, to get me maybe a star player I want? I really think the Nets are watching how they're doing right now too.
Well, if the playoffs were today, they would be playing the Cavs in the first round, right? Yeah.
No,
The third place team plays the fourth place team.
no, the fourth plays the fifth. It would be third plays the sixth.
Oh, okay. The sixth. The third play the sixth. So they play the Raptors.
Well, at the moment, I gotta see. Did the Raptors beat Miami tonight?
Yes, I think they did. Let me see.
Oh man.
The Raptors won 121-95. Yep.
Oh man, I need the Celtics to beat the Knicks on Thursday. I need the Cavs to keep winning. If the Cavs could take the third seed, that would force the Knicks to play Atlanta in the first round.
Ribby saying you hating.
No, I hate it. Listen, Ribby, at the end of the day, this is talk about smack, talk about smack. But again, listen, I think your Knicks have an interesting team on paper. It's just, I see the results. I see a lot of teams playing way more aggressive, playing way more, just with an edge. I think the Knicks, they're really hanging on Brunson carrying them. Brunson looks, I know Brunson's playing hurt, but he has not been consistent a lot of the season. Last night was like one of his best fourth quarters in a long time. So if they're relying on him to carry them every fourth quarter, and Towns and Bridges and OG are just playing not up to par, that's going to take your team down in a deep playoff run. So just something to look out for. But yeah, your best bet probably is facing Toronto in the first round. I will say that. I think the Knicks have a great shot at winning that first round. It's Toronto, they've just been very up and down all year. But that second round against Boston, I'm telling you, the Celtics are a different team right now. Celtics just ran through a Hornets tonight. They have Tatum and Brown healthy. They've got a lot of bigs. They have a great bench. They're a lot scarier team. And this is supposed to be, Scott, a gap year for the Boston Celtics.
I told people they kept hanging around. I said, if they hanging around and he come back, they don't need him to be 100%. They don't need Tatum to be 100%. If these rookies feel confident, they playing really good basketball. That's what it is. Now, the Knicks got a good team. The problem with the Knicks is when you go to the bench. I don't care how you twist it. Y'all laying on Shamet to come off the bench. I'm telling you. He's a decent player. He's just not that dude. He's not that dude.
It relies a lot on talent. He's supposed to be the second guy to Brunson. They haven't really gelled all year until like that last game against the Hawks in fourth quarter.
I'm not worried about their starters.
Because Brunson Towns play zero defense. If those guys play zero defense, OG and Bridges have been inconsistent defenders all year. If they have to carry that burden of defense, they got to out them even more.
The Knicks got to outshoot people. That's what they got to do. We know that. We know Brunson and Towns is a liability on defense. Everybody know that because they pick on them. You can see it when they do pick and roll with Cat. They bring Brunson's man up there. Brunson comes up. The Knicks can't play zone because you still got Brunson out there. So they're not a zone team. That means Cat got to run from side to side. He's not that quick. You got the wings though. You got wings. I like your wings. I like their wings for them. It works. But what I'm saying is, you could tell the team is like a little lopsided. You could tell.
They look gassed to me. I just really think Brunson, he's had to carry such a crazy load for this team for the last few years. It's catching up to him. And then you see guys like Towns and Bridges who could be trade pieces for a Greek freak down the line.
The Knicks are one piece. The Knicks are one piece away. If they were to get Giannis, the whole team would change. And I don't think you'd be one piece away. You have an opportunity to get to the finals. You got to keep Giannis healthy all the way through this.
That's just it, though. That calf could pop any day now. And given the fact that they're going to need him a lot with Brunson, because let's remember, Brunson plays zero defense. Giannis is going to have to play similar to how he's playing with Milwaukee right now, averaging triple-double pointages. while having a secondary scorer in Brunson help out a little bit. But
Yeah, I like Deuce McBride. I like Deuce.
For him.
I like Deuce McBride. With scoring is not the problem with the Knicks. This is the problem I'm trying to tell you. It's not scoring. You can score with the best of them. But what I'm saying is, on defense, it's, stops is what win titles.
And that's been a big problem.
It kind of does, because the teams, when you get to that level, it's not just scoring. You're not going to just score your way to a championship.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
And that's where Detroit's been very scary. Listen, I was wrong. I thought they were non-contenders losing Cade, but it somehow made them even more dangerous as a team. Durant is now having 30-point performances, which he's been having a great season all year. Other guys are stepping up. Listen, if Detroit gets healthy Cade back, who's had a few weeks off to just, make sure his lung still works, that is a scary team, especially for the Knicks. Listen, the Knicks were put in Detroit jail this season against the Pistons. And the Pistons didn't have Durant for either of those 3 games they played. Scary enough.
Yeah.
Detroit is physically imposing, defensively scary, and I really think this East comes down between Detroit and Boston at this point. And teams like Knicks and Cavs, they may have talent guys on paper, but like you just said, do you have the defensive tenacity to stop teams like Boston and Detroit right now? That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, I don't. Detroit don't have Cade though, right? So
He's going to be back for at least one game. That's what the plan is, and he'll be ready for the playoffs. And he was out there. I've seen him out there a few times for his team, so that's a good sign for them.
Okay. I don't know how this injury is going to affect him, but okay.
Well, we got to see how he plays, but they said it was a minor thing that he suffered. Crazy enough,
He's
So
the key for them. He's the key for them. I personally think the Celtics are the team to watch. They the scary team.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't.
You don't think the Celtics are a scary team?
Hell no.
Why you say
I
that?
think the Celtics is a good regular season team, but they gonna fold like they normally do. They remember it's nothing outside of 2020. Don't let 2024 confuse you.
Okay.
Do not let it confuse you, bro. The Celtics still got 2 Scottie Pippins. That's their problem. When it comes down to really, really locking in, we not gonna sit here and act like this team didn't blow 2 18-point leads last year to the Knickerbummers at home. We're not gonna sit here and act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, you think that's gonna happen again?
I know it's gonna happen again because that's what they do. They blow the dope. They known for doing that. Outside of that one weak ass title they blow the dope.
I think their rookie is better than what a lot of people give him credit for.
Hugo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hugo is good. I think
that gives them a different dynamic. That's you know what it is? If you underestimate Boston, if you come to this dance with Boston, I'm not saying they great team,
right,
and think that they not playing team ball, you're gonna be in trouble.
Well, they are gonna play team ball. The problem is that their shot profile usually gets them in trouble because
they 3-point shooters.
Yeah, they shot profile gets them in trouble.
Yeah, just like the Knicks.
Listen. The Knicks.
Them teams are the same.
The problem with the Knicks is they lack formula. If the Celtics run into a team where they have to keep up with pace and they have to keep up with speed, they're gonna lose. Trust me. They're going to get got. That's the problem. The Knicks got more of a favorable matchup, bro, than the Celtics got. The Celtics don't know who they playing. They don't have a clue. So,
well, they have the extra rest game because the 2 teams at 7.5 to play. But I understand what you're saying. But I will say this though: the Celtics team is way different from the team that the Knicks faced last year.
I think so too.
I
don't think they're the same team.
They have a lot more younger players. Namas Quetas took a jump. Hugo's been a solid piece. Derek Whiteman just underrated as a player. Like, they just have a much better system. And the coach, listen, as much as that coach says a lot of crazy crap out of his mouth, the guy knows how to coach. So I just think this Celtics team is focused, dangerous, and they're going to give the Knicks a run for their money in the second round rematch if that's how they meet. So we'll see what happens. And we have to see if the Knicks and Boston face each other this Thursday. If the Knicks lose to Boston and the Cavs win, then it would be Cavs at 3, Knicks at 4. So the Knicks would have to play Hawks first round and then Detroit second round. So they would be facing Celtics to a potential Eastern Conference final scenario.
Nah, the Knicks. It would behoove the Knicks. It'll behoove. Go ahead.
Yeah, it would behoove the Knicks to
stay in that third spot.
Yeah. I mean, no. I think the third spot is where the Knicks want to be because they know that they're going to play either Atlanta or Toronto. Atlanta or Toronto can't. I don't think that neither one of them teams could really do anything with the Knicks. Toronto is they go.
You see Atlanta last night? They took them to the limit last night. Raptors, I agree, but Hawks, they're playing with house money right now. They're a scary team.
The Hawks, they lack structure and formula. They just out there playing, running up and down the court and playing. That's all they doing. But the
Raptors. What about the Raptors though?
The Raptors, no, I don't believe in the Raptors at all. They got pseudo stars and no potential having bums. They just had a good season. That's all it is, bro. Like that's what it really is.
That's what the Nets need next year.
I don't think the Nets need that neither, bro. Like that pseudo star
shit. Good season.
That should get you swept in the first round.
But I don't think the Knicks. Well, even if the Nets get the number 1 pick, they still not winning a title next year.
Of course not. I mean, but I know they're not getting the number 1, number 2, or number 3, or number 4, and probably ain't number 5. We're probably gonna be right back in that 8th spot.
Nah, don't say that.
That's probably exactly where we're gonna be at now that we locked in 3rd. Yep. That's what you get, 8th. Yep.
Nah, they gonna get a better pick this year.
No, they ain't. Because the league, this let me tell you something.
They might get the 5th pick. They might get the 5th pick.
This is a draft where a draft this top heavy cannot afford to have teams to where you're putting players on teams that's they're gonna struggle, and they're gonna struggle with the front office.
Well, I mean, if you look at it though, Dallas is struggling.
Yeah, Dallas is struggling, but the thing is, they got a new front office. The thing here is they didn't expect Coop to be the number 1 option right away. Remember, they still got Kyrie. So coming into next year, if they just so happen to land AJ, which I think that's where the number 1 pick gonna go. I'll be honest with you now. That's another team that the NBA built in the draft, because now they look. Cooper Flag is selling a lot of jerseys in Dallas. They're gonna look out for him. Trust me. They are going to look out for Coop.
All right. Okay.
They're gonna look out for him the same way they did Wemby. They're gonna look out for Coop. I'm telling you.
I believe you. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, I don't think they necessarily need the number 1 pick though, or even the top 3 pick to get looked out.
I don't think they need a number 1 or a top 3 pick neither. But that ain't gonna stop the NBA from being like, hey, they gave up Luka, man. They gave Luka to the Lakers. We can still sell tickets, so we got to help out Dallas one more time. Let's help them out. You know what I'm saying? We got to build around Coop. They done got Coop in return. Let's build around him.
We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, but as far as the East Coast, bro, I don't give a damn about the Celtics or the Knickerbombers. I mean, I'm worried about the Hornets. I want to see who they gonna play.
They're an exciting team to watch.
I want to see who the Hornets gonna play.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Any of these other teams, give me the Hornets. Give me them.
They are
I
exciting
want
to
to see.
watch.
I want to see if all that bullshit they got away with in the regular season gonna work in the postseason. That's what I. That's what I want to see. I want to see if it's gonna work. You said Atlanta is a sleeper. Atlanta ain't shit, bro. Stop. Atlanta just had a good stretch in their schedule, bro, where they play some team. They play some bum teams that they knew they could beat. That's another gap. I mean, I like Atlanta. I like their roster. I
They
like their
young.
energy.
They young. They young.
Yeah, I like their energy. But if you put Atlanta's athletes and you put them with our rookies, then ask yourself what type of team could that be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like put them, but like, give them Danny Wolf, Yegor, and Nolan Trayor, and then what happens?
Yeah.
And keep Jalen Johnson and Kuminga and all them athletic niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Atlanta understands, bro. Like because Nikhil Alexander-Walker improved. Yes, he did. Yes, he absolutely
did. Yeah, he did improve.
Because the ball is in his hands, and we got to remember that's SGA's cousin, by the way.
Yeah.
So like he got something in him. You know, he could do something. It ain't SGA, but you know, he could do something.
Yeah, he got skill. You can tell he got skill.
And low key, he's been closing games for them.
Yes, he has. Yes,
because Jalen Johnson is really the stat guy. He's the stat guy. He's the transition guy. He's the get up and down the court, go dunk down the lane, finish down the lane. Kuminga is another finish down. Like the rest of these dudes are athletes. Risha is a good athlete. Just becoming a good two-way player, good piece. Dyson Daniels is they POA. That's the defender. That's the athlete. Kongwu is they athletic, can get up and down the court. They got athletes in Atlanta.
Yeah, they do.
They got athletes in Atlanta. The problem is they don't got too many skilled niggas out there.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who can you give the ball to outside of Alexander Walker to slow the game down. You know what I'm saying? So Kongwu will definitely improve. Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson. Listen, a lot of them did improve. The problem is, can that work in the playoffs?
We're gonna find out though.
I want to find out how many of these young dumbass teams they got that was doing all of this in the regular season. They gonna carry it to the playoffs. I'm looking at Charlotte. I ain't looking at nobody else. I don't care about Boston. I don't care about the Knickerbummers. I don't care about none of them top teams. I don't care about the Cavs. Listen, Detroit is probably the most impressive because they did it their way.
Yeah.
Detroit did it their way. They did it with defense and toughness and rebounding. You know what I'm saying? Said they need another year. Them niggas need a gazillion years. Get them niggas a gazillion years, man. They still ain't gonna get it right. That's Atlanta. Don't nothing come through there with chick. Don't nothing come there to do there but lemon peppers and strippers. That's it. That's all that come through there. Lemon peppers and strippers.
Oh man.
That's it, bro. Like you ain't getting nothing else out of that town. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? So the Eastern Conference scene, it's looking. I mean, I see it. I don't really care for Orlando. Orlando is a joke. Philly, PG is trying to ball, but we already know he need to be drug tested again. Miami, I don't really believe in what Miami or Toronto is doing. Atlanta, I like them, but Cleveland is weak. The Knickerbummers, they lost their true identity. They made one trade too many. The Celtics, man, their stars are gonna sell because they're gonna lean on Jason Tatum to overshoot and to hit shots, and then he gonna overshoot because he just came off that injury. The Pistons, they're getting Cade back. I like them to. I think they can hack their way out of the East, man. Shit, hell, OKC did it. Shit. I think they could bully their way out of the East. So that leaves Detroit. Charlotte is the only team I really want to see what they can do. I want to see how good that spacing and that high tempo offense is. Because Con Kneppel seemed to be the smartest player on their team.
You think he can make a rookie of the year? Who's going to get that? No,
they're probably going to give it to Coop. Yeah, they're probably going to give it to Coop. Coop just came off of 50 and 40.
Yeah.
So they probably going to give it to Coop. So
even though they lost, but that's
okay. Yeah, even though they lost. I mean, but Coop, if you look at his numbers, I think it's 21-7 and 6 or something like that.
Yeah, but they playing through him though. Everything's playing through him.
Yeah. They definitely playing through him, bro. Like, I mean, Jason Kidd, he know what he doing. He know what he doing, man. He got himself a young player, and he making it do what it do.
Yeah, he's big in
but I'm on. Yeah, pay attention to Charlotte. Don't pay attention to these other teams. Pay attention.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Charlotte is exciting to watch.
Charlotte is very exciting. I don't know what. Listen, everybody say they don't know what happened to the team. I know they got a shooter.
Yeah.
They got Con Kneppel.
Yeah, it made a big difference in the way they play the game.
The way that they play. Now he opened up everything for everybody else. He's basically like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, yo, I think I found 2016 Klay Thompson.
Yeah, Klay Thompson. Yeah.
I found him. I found him.
Charlotte lucked up on that one, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even think they lucked up. They scouted him and they drafted him.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about Con Kneppel. Like they was like, oh, we picking before the draft. If you heard Con Kneppel name, everybody was like, ew.
Net fans said they didn't want Con.
We don't want him.
We don't want him.
Heard his name. He was like, huh?
Kneppel.
No.
Yeah, they were clowning that.
Yeah, of course they was clowning that. But here's the thing about Con Kneppel. The thing is, I think Con Kneppel would have played the same way. Just the results wouldn't have been the same because I think that. Yeah, of course. I think he fits what Charlotte is doing.
Yes, he do.
He fits that's a pick that was great fit.
Yeah, that was a fit pick.
Fit pick. That's what it was. Great fit. Everything else, it seemed to be like best available, but great fit. That's what that was. Yeah, man. Coop and Con Kneppel is leading the white boy draft. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, they got a decent team, man. LaMelo Ball's been playing decent. I mean, he's been playing, which is
he's always been playing, but now he's healthy. He's right. He's always been. Now he's back to that facilitating role. And
picking up Kobe White was an excellent pickup.
Oh yeah, that was a damn good pick. That was a steal right there. That was a robbery.
Yeah, they might be a dangerous team in the playoffs.
That could have been Cam Thomas right there. Look.
Oh, yeah.
That could have been Cam Thomas in that spot. Now he at home eating ramen.
Damn shame.
Damn shame. See what happens? Should have took that bread.
Yep. At least you would have upgraded from ramen noodles.
Yeah, you would have upgraded. Now you sitting at home with that lousy ass 6Ms. And that shit getting taxed.
Oh man.
Oh man, what a fumble.
Well, yeah, bro.
Fumble.
I knew that was gonna happen. I said he didn't take
big
that
time
money.
Fumble.
I said yeah.
Fumble.
Because we knew they didn't want you anyway. So what's the difference? Take the money, man. Fumble. Take the money, and this way in the off season, you can get your game together and just get it ready for to showcase it. And if they don't want to showcase it, at least you got some bread. You can kind of get your game together another year. Come back. Somebody would have took a chance on you.
Basically, but
somebody would have took a chance on you.
You know what? He decided to do his own way, and we all saw what happened.
You played with a guy that turned down money and he had to jump from team to team. It's okay to jump from team to team. It's not okay. You don't want that. But what I'm saying is,
Exactly.
if you don't ruffle no feathers and you just do work on your game, Schroeder was a decent backup point guard. He's going to always have a job.
Exactly.
So, and that could be you.
Yep. It could have been you.
That could be you, but
It
I
could've
don't
been
know.
you.
Right now, it's just not looking good
Could have
when
been you.
two teams let you go. That don't look
Exactly. Could have been
good. That
you.
don't look good.
Could have been you.
Schroeder didn't get two teams chucked them. He didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Could have been you, but you messed around and you play games. See what happens? See what happens when you play games?
And yes, these owners are ruthless and they talk. Trust
Yep.
me, they do.
They definitely talk. And
They talk to each other.
And I guarantee you, bro, they was in each other's ears talking about, yo, he don't get no money. They was like, all right, cool, bet, we got you. We ain't gonna give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Sometimes, bro, like when you don't take that first contract and you know you're not a star and you thinking that you're supposed to get this top paper and this top dollar and you looking for it and then you don't get it, and then now people telling you to fire your agent, fire this, and fire. Bro, you already fired your agent the first time. Now you got screwed again. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But good luck on your endeavors and wherever you may go. But I know what era is over. I ain't coming into next season worried about no Cam Thomas talk. I ain't coming into next season worried about none of this. We need to build around this player and this, that, the third. None of that.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah,
None of that bullshit no more. Now that the bullshit is over. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, now that the garbage is over, let's get down to some real hoop next year. Starting next season, no more bullshit. None.
Yep. Whatever you get out of this draft, that's it.
That's it. That's all it is to it.
So you better hope you get a high pick.
Exactly.
Because you ain't getting one next year.
You better hope you get something. For real.
No, we gotta come into next season trying with a different attitude. We gotta come in there. Sean, you gotta make some moves. You need another piece to at least put some respect on that court, man.
Exactly.
You need somebody that's gonna get some respect. You know.
That's exactly what you need.
But the referees are not going to give it to these rookies next year.
That's a fact.
Not unless.
Well, they ain't going to be rookies next year. They're going to be sophomores. So,
okay, well then, they're going to have to earn it, though. They're going to have to earn it. They're going to have to earn it, man.
I mean, listen, hey, I agree with you, but to me, it starts with the know-how. It starts with play recognition. It starts with good schemes on the court. It starts with upgrading your roster, getting some more athleticism on your roster, getting some more physical guys on your roster, getting some more speed and leaping ability and height. It starts with that. So if they could do that and get right down to that, then they'll be good.
Yeah.
If not, man, it's gonna be another long season. So realistically, man, it starts when the minute that this season is over, it starts again. And you got to do it all over again, and then you got to get yourself up, and then you got to figure out how to make this thing better. That's what you got to figure out how to do. You got to figure out how to make this whole shit better. But yeah, let me ride.
We out. We over 2 hours.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Like to thank everybody who's been in the chat. Jamal, Jellio, Ribby, Who else was in there? We had a couple of people. Jonathan was in the chat. Michael was in the chat. I like to thank y'all guys, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna come back the next game. The season is almost over. Y'all, peace out. Hang in there. Peace.